Hello viewers, hello investors and prospects all over the world. It's the comrade of real estate investment and development right here again, comrade Nuruddin Abdulsalam, saying taking you through the road tour from this Epe T-Junction straight down to the fastest selling CNL GOLDMINE city Phase 2, located in Iraye community of Epe, Lagos. Actually, this router is going to be showing you the various locations surrounding our estate, and how the viability of the estate value appreciation in both the short run as well as the long run. So first, we already know that early this week the Isimi Lagos developed by Landway project just got kickstarted, which is a $142 million project. So this means that such project will definitely attract value appreciation to all areas surrounding that location. So when I said value appreciation, that is in terms of price increase of all estates surrounding such location. One of the areas surrounding such location is Iraye community, where we have the CNL GOLDMINE City Phase 2. And presently on this road drive, we are now in the famous Ayetoro market, where you have a lot of businesses and companies and banks as well. To the right hand side lead to Oluwo Fish Market, famous Oluwo Fish Market, where you get to have varieties of fishes to buy, either for exportation or for personal use or for resale purpose. And then you see all this Ayetoro market as well as the Oluwo Shift Market. They are one of the ancient markets in this Epe. You know, Epe already has existing community before any further development came to it. And now with advanced development coming to such area and still more projects coming up, we have the proposed airport, which is still coming up. The Alaro city is already wetting the ground, waiting for the industrial axis of Ibejuleki to kickstart. We also have the Simi Lagos project, which has now started now. And then we have the Epe Ijebu toll gate, which is waiting for the industrial area of Ibeju Lekki to kickstart, so they can get to generate IGR for both states, Lagos and Ogun State, through all trucks plying that route. You know, definitely Epe is bound to boom up even way further than the Lekki Ajah axis, due to the large influx of its proximity to industrial area and lot of opportunities you can derive from it. Now back to this road drive. You see, the Iraye community also shares close proximity with the Michael Tedola housing estate, which is just about 2-3 minutes after Iraye. And then we also have the Lasu campus annex, which is just a walk away from where we have the CNL GOLDMINE city estate. Also, some areas that will also benefit largely from the Isimi Lagos project are areas like K2 Epe, Iraye, Igbonla, Poka, and the Odolagaye axis, where we have the Ijebu-Epe toll gate. So right now we are presently on Itamarun Road. This is the Tamarun T-Junction that leads to Iraye, the CNL GOLDMINE city in Iraye. The junction we left just before this leads straight down to the Lasu campus annex. In another video, I'm going to be taking you through a tour to the Lasu campus annex and show you how close it is. Why there is also another drive from our estate that leads straight down to our estate. Now, one of the benefits you're going to be having, one of the opportunities you're going to be having in that CNL GOLDMINE city. This is another ancient school here, the Epe Grammar School, which has been there since I think in the 40s or 30s, 1930s to 1940s. One of the missionary, still standing missionary schools in Epe town. So That's Irai community. From Irai community, you can easily access Ilara Road. It is on Ilara Road you have the likes of St. Augustine University. You have the likes of Michael Tedola Housing Estate in Ibonwo. And several estates which also link up with Igbonla Epe Lagos State. So if you are having properties on that axis of Irai, that means you get to benefit from you don't just your drive into the estate is not just going to be a one-way drive. You can easily access it from Ilara Road, or you access it through this road I'm driving on. And also there's also another road ahead which you can access it from if you don't want to come in through this Itamarun Junction. So we are on this road now. We are going to be making a U-turn into the community. You see, this road we are about to leave was actually reconstructed sometimes towards the end of 2020. Yeah, towards the end of year 2020, it was reconstructed then. So now, due to the reconstruction of the road, it has seen to a lot of influx of other estates around this Irai community. And Irai community is a place that already has a communal way of life, that is a community way of life where their internal road, they get to have the grading every 6 months, the grading of their internal road every 6 months for now, which means once they are doing that, once they are having that, they are soon going to be having the road tarred due to the LASU campus annex we have there, because there is a plan to actually through the road to from the LASU annex campus down to where our estate is, so students can easily access the campus from other routes. So and then now I'm talking going back to the estate. The CNL GOLDMINE City Phase 2 actually has a registered survey, and it's a freehold land which has a registered survey. Freehold means it's totally free from any form of encumbrances. It has been released to the ancestral by the state government, to the ancestral family, for to use it for development purpose. It can be residential, it can be commercial. So which means on CNL GOLDMINE City, which we bought from which was purchased from the ancestral family, we get to have what we call both commercial plots as well as residential plot on it. So for the residential plot, it's presently selling for 800,000 naira per plot, which is the payment for the land, and then other payments are the deed of assignment, the survey plan, and the preliminary development fee. So on the land now, we are saying for this Easter Ramadan promo, we are saying if we are making 50% initial deposit for the land, which is 400,000 naira initial deposit, you have the opportunity to easily to pay up for the land without paying for the deed of assignment. And this is only applicable to outright payment, which is just 3 months payment plan. So once you make 400,000 naira initial deposit, you have 2 months left to complete the remaining balance, and you can decide to pay up before then. So in order to hasten up with development of the estate, I guess you also want to have see your estate have a big gatehouse, fine fencing, well cleared, and all plots well structured. And then as regards allocation here is going to be holding periodically. We are expected to have our first allocation by May 2020. That is May 2022, which is next year, which is next year. Which is next month rather, May 2022, which is next month rather. So those that we qualify to have their allocation then are First, those that have only those that have completed payment for the land, the deed of assignment, the survey plan, and the development fee. So you get to have your land and you can start development. And within our estate, because we are ensuring to see that this estate becomes one of the first fully functional estate within the Epe region of Lagos. So we are trying to encourage clients to even come start something on it, even if it is you having your fencing within the estate. Once you have your allocation, so it's hasting the it hasting it hasting the value appreciation of such estate, because the one of the things that affect value appreciation of an estate or a property is when you have a project ongoing around it or within the estate. Let's say you just buy the land, bare land is there, no project is going on within such estate, everywhere is just bushy, definitely. And then you now have another estate beside it that has a lot of project going on. Definitely the value of your own plot of land can't be the same thing as the value of the one beside it. So that means we are encouraging all our clients. May God continue to provide you in all ramifications, in all ways. We are encouraging all our clients, once you have your allocation, this may come and start developing it. That is, it shows that you don't even need the consent of the company in future. Anytime you just want to visit your land, you just get it. Oh, this is mine, this is where I have my fencing. Because once we have only the corner PS on it, and then you are not taking the bull by the horn to do your fencing, your personal fencing within your personal plot fencing within the estate, you still need you still get to need the company surveyor to show you where your land is when you come back in future. We are not trying to encourage the sale of a property that will just be there abandoned, nothing is going on after many months, like you've seen in several locations in Ibejuleki. We are in this business to ensure fast functionality of our estate in order to make it different from all other estates surrounding it, so we can be the pace setter within such location, while the other ones also try to do the same thing. So that's just the basic idea behind it. So as for the ongoing 50% discounts on outright payments, 50% discount when you make 50% initial deposit on the free deed of assignment. The promo will end on April 30th, 2022, and that is about less than 20 days to go. So this is one offer you shouldn't miss out on. I'll encourage you, because the truth is, by after April 30th, this estate will start selling between 1.2 million naira to 1.4 million naira, because right now we are still selling below market price, below the market price, market value of the location. So and you can see it's a table dry land where you can, and with existing buildings around this axis, and then you can see we are already erecting. We have the ongoing erection of the poles to get lights down, to get electricity straight down to the estate. So in couple of months, your development fee, these are one of the things your development fee are going to be used for, so it can encourage fast influx of individuals into the area, and they start developing it. And then before you know it, Viola, the road is done, and you can easily access it either from Ilara Road or from this Itamaru Iraye Road. So, and then on the other side, towards my right hand side, the road drive to my right hand side is where we have the Lasso the Lasso campus annex. And then we also have a military barrack around there, which means the security of a location like this with you sitting close to a military barrack is close to secured, being secured, since the fact that anyone who is trying to create cause an unrest within this location, within a location like this, already have it at the back of his mind that there are military powers around here, so they won't want to trespass anyhow. They won't want to go through the torturing or punishment of the military, so they will want to they will want to cooperate and do things right. That's just it. So if you are looking at a peaceful place to invest in, a peaceful location to invest in, then Iraye community is one of the best places to come to. If you are looking at peaceful location to invest in, and a table dry land where you don't need to start having raft foundation or piling before you build, which cost a lot before you build, then Iraye community is a place to come to. You can see the pole erection which is presently ongoing, and the road is easily accessible down to the estate. So there are lot more opportunities coming on within the estate. You are going to be having your you're going to be having your we are going to be having the perimeter fencing standing. The clearing will be done, the perimeter fencing, the gatehouse, and then there are also going to be internal paved road within the estate itself. So like there are definitely lot of plans for these estates. So you see, it's presently selling for 800,000 naira today, and the truth is I can assure you of that price come May 1st 2022. By the time we have our first allocation here again by May 2022, definitely expect another price skyrocket. So and then soon, very soon, we are going to be closing the sale of the estate as well, so we get to develop it properly and move on to another location within this Iraye axis, probably an extension or another axis of Epe. There are a lot of plans to be done with CNL. So the CNL Goldmine City, just like I told you earlier, phase 2 is developed by CNL Homes Limited, that have their office located in Accord Mall, Suits D112, Block D, Accord Shopping Mall, Bogije Bus Stop, off Lekki Epe Expressway, Lagos. It's one growing company that are presently doing very well in the real estate industry in Lagos. They also have the phase 1 of the CNL Goldmine City in Ibejuleki, where they have a plot of land selling for 1.4 million naira, while the half plot is selling for 800,000 naira. And also at the just like we have here in Epe, also in Ibeju, when you make 50% initial deposit, you get a free deed of assignment. The deed of assignment on both estates cost 100,000 naira. That means you are having an 100,000 naira discount on the estate, and you also have the opportunity to spread the payment you have the opportunity to spread the payment up to um up to three up to 3 months without interest. So let's say you make your initial deposit now, you 1 to 3 months, then you make your initial deposit now, then you have 2 months left to balance up. So that's juicy offer you shouldn't miss out on, because like I've been telling you, sooner or later you may not get to have land selling within Epe, selling less than 1 million naira again within Epe axis. So if you actually know what you're doing, this is the best time to get started with that 50% initial deposit here, and acquire more plots of land on this axis before you hear the word sold out or price increase. You don't want to miss out on this offer. The road grading, this road grading which is presently ongoing, leads straight down to Ilara Road. Ilara Road is where we have the St. Augustine University, Michael Todola Housing Estate, the Igbonla community, the Igboye community, and the likes. So that means by the time the grading is completed, you'll be able to access you'll be able to access our estate either from Ilara Road or from Itamaru Road or from the Epe Jebu Expressway as well. So like the roads here are interwoven, and it helps with the proximity to other development around here, most especially the Simi Lagos, which is a $142 million project. So now next thing we're going to be having right here is clearing. But the last time we came here, our signpost wasn't standing, and to God be the glory, it is here now. Put that control on where people get started.